Hi everyone, so we're going to solve Maths A-level paper 3, P3, question 2, so Maths A-level. So there we go. So they say using the substitution u equals 3 raised to the power of x, solve this equation, so 3x plus 3 to the power 2x equals 3 to the power 3x, giving your answer correct to 3 significant figures. Remember guys, always read the question fully. Well, okay, so how do we do this? Well, first step is use the substitution and replace into the equation. And you will obtain this right here. So u plus u squared equals to u cubed. And now the next step is to realize that since u equals 3x, u is greater than 0 for all values of x. And that's exactly what I say here. We can divide by 3 to raised to the power of x, because 3x is not equal to 0 for all values of x part of a real number set. I can make it a stronger argument, which I did over here, because we know that u has to be positive. So it's not just that it's not equal to 0, which would mean it has no roots, but rather it has to be greater than 0. So carrying on, then dividing by u, we get 1 plus u equals u squared, which then can be rearranged to give this result right here. So it's a quadratic equation which can be solved. So we can use the quadratic formula to solve this, because again we want the answer to 3 significant figures. Or we can complete the square, which is a nice trick to have in the bag whenever you're taking A-level exams. So how do you solve this? Well, you can complete the square. And how can you complete the square? Well, there you go. So you factorize this, and you put it in that form. So u minus a half squared will give you u squared. So if I expand the terms in brackets here, I would get u squared minus u plus a quarter, right? And then minus a quarter minus 1, these two cancel, equals 0, brings us back to our original equation. So always choose the minus a half here, always choose this constant, so that when you expand, you get back your term, which is that one, the linear term. So then this is quite easy to solve. Then u equals half plus minus root of 5 over 4, which can be further simplified to half 1 plus minus root of 5. So that's the final answer for u. That's how, sorry, not the final answer, but that's how you solve it using completing the square. This avoids using the quadratic formula, but rather is quite similar if you think about it. It's exactly the same thing, but it just saves a bit of time. So then they want the answer to 3 significant figures. Well, there you go, u equals 1.62 or u equals this, but you need to reject this because u is strictly positive as we discussed above. So now then you need to realize that you did u equals 3x, so need x. So you need to solve for x. And how do you solve for x? Well, you can write it here, and I chose to write it in the exact form so that I don't carry over my mistakes, or rather I don't miss out on the significant figures. So then this can be solved by taking log on both sides, so take ln on both sides, and ln of 3x equals x ln of 3, so that's the property of logs that we used to obtain this equation here. And that's you done, and you convert this to 3SF. Be very careful when you do this, take your time, and there you go, you have the answer, and you have